Alright, so I found this website called Drumstructor, and it's basically a website where you can build and customize any kind of drum kit you want with 0 limits. So I was thinking, it'd be cool if I tried it out. Alright, so we're checking out Drumstructor here, and this video is not sponsored by this website, by the way. It's just me checking out a cool game. Alright, looks like we got 6 drum kits. Nope, 7 drum kits. Let's just start from scratch and then just see what we can do from there. Alright, so we have just a drum throne. I think the first thing we can do is probably put a rug down. They have rugs. We can just place down a rug. I'm thinking we go with the DW one. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is place down a kick drum. So I'm gonna just click on the rug. You scroll down and you can see all the different sizes of kick drums. I personally like, for like a 22 by 18. Yeah, that looks about right. And now we can add a snare. Move that closer to the kick drum there. The only bug with this game is that it doesn't have collision, so the snare's just clipping through the kick drum right here. Just fix that real quick. Perfect. I think now we can add a floor tom. How about we go 14 by 16? Just move that in the correct position. All right, so now we got our bass. Not literally, just our bass of the kit with a bass drum as well. All right, I think we can add a cymbal stand now. I'm debating whether I should do a straight stand or a boom stand. I think we're gonna go with a boom stand. Perfect. Yeah, that looks about right. Before we add any cymbals, I think I'm gonna mount a tom to this. So I think you can mount a rack tom. Yes, you can. If you just look at the top here, the regular tom holder is an old style tom holder, so it just kind of goes straight into the drum. But I think we're gonna try out this other version of the tom mount, which is basically the same one that I have on my kit, and now we can add a tom. I'm thinking we go 12 by 8. Guys, this game is super realistic because it's just as much a pain to set up a tom in this game as it is in real life. All right, I think I finally got it in a position that I like. And I think we can add another floor tom now. All right, and just make sure that's positioned correctly. All right, cymbal time, baby. Okay, let's add a ride cymbal, and I think we'll go with a 20-inch ride. Could probably move that a little closer. All right, now let's add a crash. All right, looking good. And now we can add the hi-hats, and we'll go with 14s. And from here, we could kind of stop, but the whole fun of this game is that you can just keep adding stuff until it looks absolutely insane. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, we are back, and this is the final result. I may have went a little crazy with the cymbals, but, yeah, I think this is a pretty solid setup. And I changed all the hardware to black because why not? I should also mention this little design tab in the corner can let you change the type of cymbals and everything basically about your kit. Well, I really enjoyed playing around on this website. Yeah, I recommend giving this a try. And yeah, I had a lot of fun.